Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Charlie Ironmonger. Thank you so much for joining me today for your 1 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I do want to break news to you, unfortunately, that the Beach Boys lead singer, Brian Wilson, has passed away. Now again, he began his professional career as a member of the Beach Boys back in 1961. We will have more details about his death coming up in the later afternoon shows, but he did live until 82 years old. We wish him, his family, and his friends all of the best. Now we want to turn our attention to a large law enforcement presence on a Pitt County highway that is being rumored to again be due to Mr. Beast and some television shooting. WITN has gotten multiple calls over the past several weeks about vehicles with their flashing lights on US Highway 264 and Highway 30 outside of Pactolus. The Pitt County Sheriff's Office says the deputies are providing contracted security for Mr. Beast, Greenville YouTuber whose real name is Jimmy Donaldson. Now, Sergeant Lee Darnell, the public information officer for the Sheriff's Office, said, quote, "They are on duty, paid by us through the contract, and the work is during their personal time so as not to burden our citizens with a decrease in coverage," end quote. Now, it is believed that Donaldson's Beast Games, a reality TV show that airs on Amazon, is being shot on the property. Aerial photos show that a large outdoor film set has been built on private land that Pitt County recently rezoned from rural agriculture to light industrial. It has multiple event locations and a large Beast Games logo. Now, the complex has dozens of production trailers and at least a half dozen large tents on site. The county says no building permits were needed for the large complex, as temporary movie sets are exempt from inspections or permits. And now we want to turn our attention to the latest from the war in Ukraine. NBC's Richard Engel has more from Kyiv.
There were more fatal Russian attacks against Ukrainian cities overnight. There is nothing close to a ceasefire in place here, but at least after a successful prisoner exchange between Russia and Ukraine yesterday, now there is renewed hope that there'll be more prisoner swaps at the very least. We were at the site at a hospital north of Kyiv when the Ukrainian POWs returned home. They were sick, they were injured, many of them. They looked to be in very poor health. Their heads were shaven during their time in Russian custody. They were gaunt. Several seemed emaciated. A few were missing limbs. Many of them couldn't walk on their own. They were in quite poor physical condition, and at least one of them said that he was beaten during his time in a Russian jail. But the fact that the prisoner exchange happened, no specific number has been given, but dozens of prisoners were exchanged, is lifting spirits here. And this morning, a Russian official said that Russia sent back to Ukraine the bodies of Ukrainian soldiers, and Ukraine has confirmed that it received the remains of more than 1,000 of its fallen service members. Richard Engel, NBC News, Kyiv.
That was Richard Engel reporting. We now turn our attention to your weather forecast as we're starting to see more pop-up showers and storms dot our eastern North Carolina radar. Let's talk about it. We've got, again, thunderstorms really popping up along and mostly east of Highway 17 right now. Edenton seeing some action. We've got a lot of activity right now along the Highway 64 corridor, if not just maybe a little bit south of Highway 64, but it is certainly coming down across parts of eastern North Carolina right now. These storms, again, may get stronger as we head into the afternoon as air temperatures will be increasing. Let's zoom it in on some of those areas of concern. Again, Phelps Lake right now, pretty much ground zero for a massive thunderstorm. It's producing quite a bit of lightning. It's going to continue to work its way just south of Columbia. Columbia, guys, may end up getting a little bit more rain out of that thunderstorm. Got another system back towards Manio again that's producing quite a bit of thunder and lightning. But this all again started from a just weak system that was trying to encourage a little bit more development over the past hour and clearly has done just that. We again have seen more storms popping up across most of eastern North Carolina. These storms around Cedar Island continue to try to float towards Ocracoke, but none of them have truly had enough juice to actually make it over Ocracoke. So for now, the Outer Banks remains, well, most of the Outer Banks. I say that as I zoom the picture out, we start looking again north of the Oregon Inlet, and of course we've got rain showers and thunderstorms right now over Nags Head and the Oregon Inlet. Wanchee's getting hit right now. But most of the Outer Banks currently dry, and inland areas closer to I-95 again right now dry. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning. Do quickly want to mention that for Northampton and Hertford counties. It will go for at least the next 15 minutes. Right now, air temperatures in the low to mid 80s throughout just about all of eastern North Carolina, save for the Outer Banks. We got 74 degrees right now in Manteo, 79 in Hatteras. Now, the rain showers will cool us down. Unfortunately, they will do nothing to adjust our humidity. That's going to be staying high even as the rain showers roll through. Here's what it looks like in the Sanitary Restaurant in Morehead City. 80 degrees. The south-southwesterly wind at 11 miles an hour. Dew points in the low 70s, again making 80 degrees feel more like 84. But you can see we've got some towering clouds off the coast of Morehead City. Right now, it looks like Morehead is enjoying plenty of sunshine, but as you can see just by the cloud cover off in the distance, that sunshine may be temporary as we make our way through the next few hours. Here's a look at the afternoon at 86 degrees for your projected high today. We will hit it if we don't see rain showers come down throughout all of eastern North Carolina. All of the rain provides a bit of a coolant, so when the rain comes down, you get cooler air temperatures. So we'll see if again we see the 86 degree mark show up later on today. Certainly will be in the mid 80s. We're in fact already there across parts of eastern North Carolina. Later on tonight, as those showers and storms continue to kind of linger over eastern North Carolina, air temperatures should return to the mid 70s fairly quickly, reaching that level by the time we get to around 9 p.m. tonight. And there will still be again a few lingering storms out there until we get into the very early hours of your Thursday. Thursday morning, mostly sunny skies, few clouds around, but then Thursday afternoon, yet again, another round of storms pops up because we won't lose the heat and we're certainly not going to lose the humidity. And both of those two factors coming together do a great job of producing these afternoon spot showers and storms that are synonymous with a summertime forecast. That's exactly what we are looking at for this week and what looks to be possibly even extending into next week, as next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, all featuring highs in the mid to upper 80s, overnight lows in the 70s, and at least a 30% chance of rain each of those 3 days. Now, of course, the wettest time period that we're going to be faced with here over the next 8 days starts on Friday and it goes through the weekend. Off and on showers will certainly be possible for both Saturday as well as Sunday. So if you have any outdoor plans for Dad, make sure you have a plan B just in case those plans get rained out. Well, that's all we have time for today's 1 p.m. news and weather update from the First Alert Desk. I want to thank you all so much for joining me today. We'll be back with more news and weather coming up at 2 o'clock. Until then, I hope you all have a fantastic Wednesday.